The bridge is back. She's alive?
I brought her back to Port Charles.
Jason promised me he wasn't gonna say anything.
If you find out something about one of my kids, you have to tell me.
The spoilers for General Hospital's September 22nd to 26th episodes are packed with twists and emotional moments. While one character receives the shock of their life, another dwells on the past, feeling guilty for their actions. Furthermore, during an emotional farewell, an unexpected guest makes an appearance. So, it is safe to say that fans are in for a treat this week. Here are all the details about this week's General Hospital episodes. Spoilers for General Hospital September 22nd to 26th episodes. General Hospital spoilers preview for what happens this week. Carly and Sonny receive devastating news, creating an important moment in the show for fans to see how the pair reacts. Anna gets a shock that catches her off guard. While Brooklyn has a way to deal with and manipulate everyone, Cody might prove difficult to play. Britt has been struggling with everything she has faced over the years, but she may once again encounter something unfavorable. Lulu seeks guidance and support from Tracy for her troubles. Drew, although shot, does not back down and shows determination. He issues new orders and stays focused on the job. In an interesting twist, Britt finally feels guilty for everything she has done so far. Martin receives a mysterious phone call, and Anna and Felicia take time to update each other on their lives. Tracy takes a shot at her goal, though a favorable outcome seems uncertain. Brooklyn sits down with her father, Ned, for a serious father-daughter talk. Meanwhile, Trina confronts Jordan with questions that he finds hard to answer. Elsewhere, Portia visits Isaiah, and Felicia's growing concern for James could signal more trouble ahead. The Quartermain family and the Port Charles community come together to give an emotional farewell to Monica. While Monica's emotional farewell continues, an unexpected guest arrives, setting the stage for the next week's episodes. It promises more drama, exactly the way fans of the show expected. Landscape. All signs point to the latter, and the most likely candidate is a figure who has loomed large over both their lives for decades, Bobby Spencer. The legendary Jackie Zamon may have left us, but the spirit of Bobby Spencer remains a cornerstone of the canvas. With the recent celebration of Bobby's legacy and the gathering of her loved ones, the show has been gently preparing viewers for this inevitability. The news of Bobby's passing, likely off-screen due to her travels as a nurse, will be a seismic event for the entire town, but it will land with unique force on her daughter, Carly, and Sonny, whom she long ago accepted as part of her family. For Carly, this is the loss of her rock. Bobby was there through every marriage, every crisis, every joy and despair. Their relationship evolved from one of conflict and revelation, remember when Bobby was revealed to be Carly's mother, to one of unwavering support. Bobby never judged Carly, she guided her. She was the one person who could talk sense into her daughter without triggering her defenses. Losing her mother will send Carly into an abyss of grief, forcing her to confront who she is without her primary anchor. This loss will undoubtedly trigger a deep examination of her own life, her role as a mother, and the choices she's made. For Sonny, Bobby was a rare constant. She saw the good in him when few others did. She was a friend, a confidant, and a voice of reason who stood by him even when he and Carly were at odds. Her belief in his inherent goodness often helped him believe in it himself. Receiving this news alongside Carly will instantly dissolve the residual tension between them. In the face of this shared loss, their complicated history will momentarily fade, replaced by the raw, shared grief of losing someone who loved them both unconditionally. This tragedy will undoubtedly force a temporary détente, if not a full reconciliation of their friendship. They will lean on each other, plan a memorial, and share memories, reminding viewers of the deep, enduring bond that exists beneath the business rivalries and romantic entanglements. Bobby's death is not just the end of an era, it's a catalyst that will redefine relationships across Port Charles, starting with the two people she loved most fiercely. Britt Westbourne, a diagnosis that changes everything. If the drama with Cody and Brooklyn is a high-stakes chess game and the tragedy for Sonny and Carly is a somber symphony, then Britt Westbourne's storyline is a heart-pounding thriller. Last week's cliffhanger left us, with Britt receiving a mysterious phone call that left her visibly shaken. Spoilers confirm that the results are in, and they are as dire as feared. Britt has tested positive for the gene for Huntington's disease. This isn't just sad news. It's a life sentence. Britt, who has spent years running from the shadow of her mother, Liesl, and her own wicked past as the villainous Britt, finally found a place of belonging. She built a career she was proud of as a brilliant doctor. She forged a genuine friendship with Jason Morgan, and she tentatively opened her heart to the possibility of love. The Huntington's diagnosis threatens to strip all of that away. The call she received was likely from Dr. Austin Gatlin-Holt, confirming her worst nightmare. The disease that haunted her family, the very reason she was so afraid to get close to anyone, is now her reality. Kelly Thiebaud's performance in the coming weeks is sure to be a masterclass in vulnerability and strength. We will see Britt cycle through the stages of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance in real time. The spoilers indicate she will try to shut down, to push everyone away, starting with Austin, who represents the painful truth she must now face. Her instinct will be to isolate, to protect those she cares about from the long, painful decline she witnessed in her own family. But Port Charles isn't a town that lets its own suffer alone. The big question is, who will break through her walls? Will it be her mother, Liesl, putting their complicated history aside to stand by her daughter? Will it be Austin, whose own connection to her is now deeply professional and personal? Or will it be Jason Morgan, the one man she trusted implicitly, whose quiet, steadfast loyalty could be her anchor in this storm? Britt's storyline is a poignant and important one, shedding light on a devastating real-world disease. It promises a raw and emotional journey that will test her character's core and redefine her relationships. Her fight is no longer against outside villains, it's against the enemy within. The week ahead, a tapestry of turmoil. As these three major storylines collide, the entire canvas of Port Charles will vibrate with the impact. Cody's confrontation with Brooklyn will have ripple effects on the Quartermain mansion, affecting Tracy, Ned, and the future of Yelku. Sunny and Carly's shared grief will bring them into close contact, creating a complex dynamic for their new partners, Drew and Olivia, to navigate. And Britt's secret, once it inevitably gets out, will mobilize her loved ones in a race against time to show her that her life is not defined by a diagnosis. This week on General Hospital, the spoilers promise a powerful blend of suspense, heartbreak, and humanity. It's a reminder that in a world of mob wars and corporate takeovers, the most compelling battles are always fought within the human heart. Tune in, because you won't want to miss a single devastating moment.